Welcome, everyone, to Charlotte and the Duke's Mayo Classic. A lot of buzz and buildup as we kick off another college football season here today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams coming in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Tigers will kick this deep to begin the game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. For the Oklahoma Sooners, offense comes on the field to open this game. Here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare.
Well, what's the... Guys, it's not very often, you're right, the defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The shotgun running play call. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job in this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The defense came out ready to go on that 2nd down and short. No chance for the offense, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
You need a yard here in 3rd down to keep this opening drive going. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And the Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Makes a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Well, when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle, but 1st down.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
The Sooners will try to keep this drive moving. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
The Sooners looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Brought down, a broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Caught quickly. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
And the Sooners will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, it gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Tigers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down here for this offense. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion to the big tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's escaping the pocket now. The scramble doesn't get there. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they hand it off to the back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Fighting him off.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And the Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Try and muscle for the first down. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The Tigers will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And now the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Uses the stiff arm and gets past the mark before being taken down.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
a second down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The important third down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made on the right side. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The Sooners will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the Sooners line it up with 1st and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. The Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Oklahoma. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Yeah, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And he's tackled at the 25, the same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. A little bit less than 30 seconds to go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Gets rid of it on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch made down inside the 20. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. And now they'll just clock it to freeze the time. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks that one right through. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Just ran away from the defense.
And Chris, we finally have a great play here by this offense. A nice touchdown throw by this quarterback. This is his first touchdown pass, not only in this game, but the first of the season. So congratulations to him.
And he makes the catch in the end zone. The 2-point try gets them within the field goal now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that 1st down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Can he make it to the marker? There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a 1st down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? And the quarterback is going to make a play through the air. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Receiver in motion now. They'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a run. Running back's got it. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down for the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense gets pushed back.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
That was good stuff.
1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking right, this one caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offensive machine. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the 2nd half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets to start on the next drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, a 1-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Finding some room at the 25. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game. And the Tigers come to the line in a hurry up. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Good enough for 1st down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Off the play fake on first down. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage here to get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Play action here on first down. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the fourth quarter. It's third down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Here we go. Third down and one. Gut check time on both sides. And they pick up the first on the ground. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Hey, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. The Tigers come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And we've reached the 2-minute warnings. This offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Running back grabs it on the screen. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. Man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with a play to keep this drive alive?
So an important third down play coming up. A field goal try here would be from 60. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit. They'll throw it to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield.
Got you.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard
He was moving
line.
first down. All of a sudden, they can't hold the ball.
Wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense facing 2nd and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's
Stop fucking playing with me.
Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Very important possession here. Defense did a great job preserving that 3-point lead. Now it's the offense's turn to build that cushion. They'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.